Welcome to another episode of Unlocking You 2.0. My name is Balwinder Marwaha, your transformational leadership coach. Alongside with me is Spencer Bonin, certified emotion code and body code practitioner. Today we're talking about determining your true value and really knowing what you're really worth and where that comes from. So I'd like to start with the subconscious side today, and we'd like to start with that because a lot of this, believe it or not, comes from your subconscious mind. Um, so, Spencer, tell us, how do we determine our worth? What happens in our subconscious mind?
Absolutely, and thank you so much for that. And I'm super excited to talk about this because this is a really, really big thing that I've experienced throughout my life, and is something that is just, it's a constant thing we do have to work on. But there are
Mm.
different trapped energies that are in the body that contribute to this. So maybe you're a person who maybe grew up in a home environment or a school, or maybe you were always put down. Maybe you had teachers or people in authority that always put you down in some way, so that
Mhm.
you just always felt like you weren't good enough. You weren't worthy of what was going on. Your self-worth is kind of like down here, as a result of those experiences. Now, one of two things can happen. It's like either you can listen to them and then that happens, or you can kind of pivot on that and continue to go otherwise. But the fact is that these different events in our lives create different energies in our body that contribute to this, right? So just as a starters, dealing with the emotion code, we have things like trapped emotions. You may actually have, there's a couple of trapped emotions on that chart of, for example, low self-esteem, worthlessness, uh, unworthiness, shame. You might have been shamed in front of a group of people. Maybe you now, be as a result of those experiences, you have these different trapped emotions that are hanging out. And on top of that, maybe your parents or maybe your parents' parents had experiences with this. And guess what? Those can actually transfer down energetically at the time of conception. So we can actually get this stuff from our genealogy and from our heritage, which is really, really interesting when we can dive in there and go and find these for you. Now, in the body code, it kind of amps it up. It kind of like
Mhm.
accelerates the different energies that we can find.
Yeah.
And some of the ones that really stood out to me is something called, we've talked about it before, it's called an idea allergy. Now, with
Mhm.
this idea allergy, it's kind of like when we develop, or our subconscious deems something as very unsafe. So we might try to really avoid it. When we encounter it, we get stress symptoms, like we get maybe like an elevated heart rate. We start
Mhm.
getting sweaty palms. We might have like a phobia or something towards it, or get anxious, or really tired around it. So there's a couple in mind that I was thinking about, that are in fact energies in the body, and that is one,
Mhm.
an idea allergy to being valued. So if you have an idea allergy to being valued, guess what? Your subconscious is going to say, what? You wanted to do, you want to be valued and you want to know your self value. Oh, no, avoid that like the plague. Mayday, mayday, get away. So and
Yeah.
you're going to self sabotage yourself as a result of it.
Mhm.
Now there's another one. Who out there, maybe I know I had this myself, is an allergy to confidence. Like there's people, if you get in the presence of someone else who might be extremely confident, you actually get put on edge. You kind of want to step back. Or if
Yeah.
you're in a position where you want to be confident in yourself, once again, your subconscious is like, we ain't going close to that. So it's putting off all the alarms, it's raising all the
Mhm.
flags. And what we can do in the body code is we can get in there and we can extract that. We can find out the underlying imbalances that are contributing to that, which could be these trapped emotions. It could be these negative statements in our head that are seeking to fulfill these truths, right? So there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff we can get in there and go find out about that. And I could go for days, I'm sure, talking about this.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is if you feel like, if anything that I've said today has kind of resonated with
Mhm.
you and you feel maybe you have a challenge with that, or if you feel worthless or unworthy on a regular basis, connect with me, connect with us, and we'll be able to work on that with the emotion code, the body code, coaching through Bally here. There's lots of different things that we can do, and definitely connect with us. So just send us a message or whatever it is. Now, on that token, what's going on consciously, Bally? Like, what can someone do, or what's going on there to discover your own true value?
Yeah. Thank you so much for that, Spencer. And I want to piggyback off something you said. There's times in our lives where we've tried to discover our value, or we've tried to be like, hey, yeah, I can do this, or I'm worth this, or I'm good enough. But the people that are surrounding you haven't helped you or encouraged you. So I want to start with, if you want to be around people or have a family or a group of people that really are going to push you, help you, move you forward, then you definitely want to be a part of our team. You definitely want to join what we're doing and come into this institute, because that's what it is. And as you might have heard in our interview yesterday from Eileen, our culture, our environment is that yes, you are good enough, that yes, you are worthy, and that yes, we're all as a family going to support you to help you find your true value or your true worth. So I want to start with that. Now, on the conscious side, here's some things, and a lot of these are easier said than done. But number one, um, listen, don't ever let anyone tell you how good you are, how good you're not. Um, it's irrelevant. Other people's opinions of you are none of your business. Okay, remember that. Other people's opinions of you are none of your business. So what you need to do is stop taking advice or stop looking for other people to tell you that you're good enough or that you're not good enough. It's within you. You yourself have to know. And so, look, if you've done something great and nobody else celebrates it, then celebrate it yourself. Okay? If you want to achieve something, then you have to put in that effort yourself. Okay? You look at anyone who's gotten anywhere in their life, they haven't gotten there because people told them that, oh, yeah, you're great. They've gotten there because of their hard work. Or they haven't gotten there because people were like, oh, you suck, you're awful. It's because they put in the hard work.
Mm.
And so, if you really want to know what your true value is, you have to come from within yourself. Now, again, saying that is so easy, and this is why the subconscious side is so important, because we self-sabotage ourselves. I'm guilty of this myself, where, I actually went through a 10-year period where I was just living my life status quo. I was like, yeah, this is great, all good. This is all I need. Where I knew subconsciously, deep down inside, that there was more to me. I had more to offer the world. I had a greater value. I could do more. And what was terrible was because during that 10 years, everything I did was relatively easy. And yeah, that's great. You know, who wouldn't want a life that's easy? But I wasn't challenging myself. I wasn't excuse me, I wasn't growing. I wasn't taking my life to the next level. But because of that, my kids were following suit.
Mm.
And they were like, yeah, it's okay to live a normal life without challenges and just, everything's easy. But now that they see me, and the shift that they've seen in me in the past 6 months has transferred into them. And because of it, because of what they've seen me, they've seen my growth, they've seen me discover my value, raise my vibration, they've raised theirs. And so my daughter's become a better athlete because of it. My son's become a better toddler because of it. And you might think, well, how do you become a better toddler? But it's in the behavior, it's in the actions.
Yes.
So getting to where I was did take a lot of subconscious work. And thank you to my man Spencer here, because he's been there for me alongside the entire way. So listen, if you really want to get to your true value, and you want to get the stuff that's blocking you, and you really want to get out of your own way, you need to be surrounded with a bunch of people that are going to encourage you and help you and guide you. And if you're missing that in your life, we have an answer for you. So with that, if you want to know more about what we're doing, how we combine the conscious and the subconscious, and how we really change your life and then allow you to help change others' lives, connect with us. Check out our website at leadyourideallife.com. There you can watch a couple of quick videos just to see how we combine the conscious and the subconscious. But tonight, and I'm super, super excited for this, because we call our show Unlocking You 2.0, taking you to the next level. Well, what we've just done this week is the Inside Out Institute has taken itself to the next level. We have an incredible new opportunity that we're launching tonight on our webinar. We're super excited about it. So you definitely want to join us, and you don't want to miss this. Register at www.2020recoverymanual.com. And let me tell you, this webinar is going to not only let you know what you can do to change your own life, really throw the last 10 months of 2020 behind you, because it's been a gong show. And especially with what's going on around the world in a lot of places, the UK's gone back into lockdown. In the US, you've got an election. There's all sorts of stuff. At the end of the day, none of that really matters. What's going on you doesn't matter. It's what's going on inside you that matters. Okay. So check out our webinar tonight, 4 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Sorry, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Register, get your seat. You do have to register before the webinar starts. So very important to do that. And I look forward to seeing you all on that webinar tonight that are watching this. And let me tell you, if you want that circle, you want those people in your life that are going to lift you up, raise your frequency, allow you to discover your true self, then you want to get in touch with Spencer or myself, and we can help you with that. With that said, thank you very much, everyone. Have an awesome day, and we'll chat with you